Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everybody, I'm Dr. SAIHI Hanane from the University of BISKRA, and I am here to present for you lessons about English grammar for first year students, semester number 1. Lessons of grammar. Here we are going to see an overview about the lessons of a grammar that we are going to see. Here we have the list of contents. Normally the list of the lessons we are going to see throughout this series of lessons. Normally lesson number 1, it will be a general introduction about or to the parts of speech in English. We are going to see an overview about the 8 parts of speech in English. Then we are going to see the nouns in lesson number 2. Lesson number 3 will be about the pronouns. Lesson number 4 will be about determiners, then verbs, then adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions, prepositions, and then we are going to see lessons about active versus passive voice. Lesson 11 will be about reported speech. Then we are going to see the sentence patterns. Of course, to prepare these lessons, we have normally used the approach which is deductive approach. This approach normally presents for us a rule, then a series of examples to apply the rule. So we see the rule first, we give a general idea about the rule, then we give the examples. So normally this is the approach we used in our lessons. Of course, any lesson has certain learning objectives, skills, and required materials. For our lessons, we have the following objectives. So these lessons are mainly addressed to first year students, and the main, if you can say, objective is to make them differentiate the parts or between the parts of speech in English grammar, so they can know what is a noun, what is a verb, what is an adjective, what is an adverb, and so on. And also are normally to get them familiar with parts of speech when studied in details. So when studied in details, they will see the different characteristics, the different types of different parts of speech, and they get familiar with them when studied in context. Skills are normally these lessons normally are planned to develop mainly grammar skills and to make them know the different rules of the language. Second, they are also required to develop their own reading skills and their writing skills as well as their vocabulary. And of course, the required materials to present this lecture or this lesson, is the PowerPoint presentation, of course, and this is the way we have prepared our lesson, and the videos, of course, that are being recorded now. Parts of speech. Normally in English we have mainly 8 parts of speech. They are the nouns, the pronouns, the determiners, the verbs, the adverbs, the adjectives, the conjunctions, and the prepositions. Of course, we start with the nouns. When we talk about the nouns normally they are words that are used to name a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Example: Ahmed, cat, tree, and policeman. These are nouns, and each has its own characteristics and its own normally features that make it different from the other nouns. And the nouns, they can play the role or the function of the subject. So Ahmed can be a subject in the sentence, can be an object in the sentence. So I can say Ahmed ate the cake. Ahmed is a subject, is the doer. Object, I called Ahmed. I called whom? Ahmed is the object in the sentence. Also pronouns. The pronouns, they are words that can replace a noun or a noun phrase. Example, he, she, it, mine, yours, him, and me. And all of these pronouns, they replace these nouns. So instead of saying Ahmed, I can say he. So the pronoun can be an object, can be a subject, and can be something else. We are going to see them in details. So the third normally part of speech is the determiner, which is normally a word or a phrase placed normally in front of a noun. It precedes the noun, and it is used to make it clear what the noun refers to. For example, it can be an article, a and the, a tree, an apple, the apple, or the tree. It can be possessive, my car, your house. It can be demonstrative, this house and that man. And it can be interrogative, which room is yours? What kind of food do you prefer? So the determiners, they play the role of an adjective, and they are normally of different types. The verbs, they express an action or name a state of existence. So I can express an action, for example, when I say I go home, I make a cake, or can express a state of existence or of state of being, and I say I am happy. I am what? I am happy. So it is normally a verb that is used to express state of being. I say I feel happy. So here I express happiness through this verb. So there is no action here. And it is not like the case of prepare or connect. So, and the verbs can be main verbs, can be helping verbs, can be main verbs like when I say I write a new book. Helping verb, I can help you. Or I was writing my second book. The adverbs are also other normally parts of speech which are used to modify and give more information about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Example, hard, well, rapidly, and slowly. Adverbs of manner, they normally express the question or they answer the question how. So they express the manner. Place, where, answer the question where. Time, adverb of time. When, adverb of degree. To what extent, is it good or not? So when I say I am very happy, and it is not like I am happy. So I am very happy, it means what? It means it's a degree of happiness. So frequency, how many times? So when I say I always get up early, I always get up early. So here it is every day. So I sometimes get up early. It means not every day. So it is how many times. And of sentence here, it modifies the whole sentence. For example, I say suddenly I saw a lion. So here suddenly it modifies the whole sentence. Also adjectives. Adjectives normally are words or phrases that are used to modify a noun or a pronoun. And it is normally like old, green, happy, glad, and sad. But these are not all adjectives that we have. Normally these are the descriptive adjectives, but we have other kinds of adjectives too. And here, normally the adjective goes most of the time with the linking verbs. I say, I became so happy. So it is with a linking verb, or it can be before a noun. A happy woman. So demonstrative, possessive, descriptive, indefinite, interrogative, and distributive, these are normally the different types of adjectives we have in English. So we are going to see them one by one with the lesson of adjectives. Conjunctions. The conjunctions, they are used to connect words and word groups and show the relationship between the connected. They can be of three types. They can be coordinating, subordinating, and correlative. Coordinating is coordinates or it's join two classes of words, two phrases of the same level, and two clauses in one sentence. Subordinating, they are used to link between a main clause and a dependent clause in order to clarify the relationship between the two clauses. Correlative, they are pair conjunctions that can have many senses, and they are approximately limited. Prepositions, of course, prepositions, we can have the same preposition but of different types. For example, I say in, I can use it with the time, I can use it with the place, and I can even use it with position. So the prepositions normally are used to show direction, time, location, ownership, and so on. And they are position, movement, place, time, preposition types. So these are all about the parts of speech in English, and they are mainly 8 parts of speech, but they can differ in terms of their types, in terms of their functions in the sentence, in terms of their of course for example, not all the adjectives can be the same type, not all the conjunctions are normally limited to 3 types, adjectives are limited to certain types, the adverbs, so the prepositions, but all of them, they are normally being studied individually, but not to use them individually, of course, but to use them in the context, in the sentence, in our discourse, whether spoken or written. So these are normally the parts of speech in English that we have, and normally the references that we have normally used in this to present these lessons are mainly these references, and they are normally the most used ones, and they are mainly for Alexander Longman English Grammar Practice. We have Fundamentals of English Grammar. We have the English Grammar, or the Hanane English Grammar, Oxford Practice Grammar, the Grammar Book, Students' Grammar of the English Language, English Grammar and News, Oxford English Grammar Course for Swan and Walter, English Grammar for ESL, English as a Second Language Learners, SWIC, normally published in 2005, and we have Macmillan English Grammar in Context, Intermediate with Key, and CD-ROM pack. That's all about the parts of speech in general. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.